What is up, guys? My name is Blake. You can call me JMemorX. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a few minutes. I've been away for a little while, and I know there's been a few times where I've started to make videos or tried to get back on an uploading schedule, and it just didn't work out. And I want to kind of go back and explain all of that and talk about what's going on now and then the future. So let's get started. So to really understand this entire story and what happened from the very beginning of when I was gone, when I stopped making videos, we have to go back 5 years ago. I was in not a great relationship with my ex-wife. We had been together since we were 16. We had grown up to be, 25 years old, completely different people than when we started. And the truth was, we just didn't get along anymore. We're great friends now, but we just weren't good for each other anymore in that kind of way. So that's at the time that my video was kind of on an upswing, or my channel rather was on an upswing, and I was starting to pick up viewers, and I was making daily content, and then we just kind of fell apart. It was a lot of family problems. I didn't have the time or energy at that moment to put into making YouTube videos, and I really just needed to work on myself and my family, and that was the most important thing at the time. So we ended up splitting up. We really worked to be friends and to make it easy for our kids, and doing everything great there. But it took a long time for me to kind of work out my own issues and become more of the person that I wanted to be. I spent the next almost 2 years just kind of playing the field and seeing what was out there and doing me, which I'd never really gotten to do. We'd been together since we were 16. So that was the beginning of when I stopped making videos, and for the next 2 years I'm gonna be out there basically being a bachelor, and that is the reason that I wasn't making videos. I was out there playing the field and working myself and trying to see really who I was, because I had no self-identity because I'd been in a relationship since I was 16. So the first 2 years would be those things, those relationship things encompassing. And the next part is really the brunt of where I've been, like what's really happened. So let's go on to that one. So after a couple of years of playing the field, doing that whole thing, I meet someone that I actually want to be with. Her name is Caitlin, who I'm with now. She's my fiance. This whole time, I had been having some mouth problems. The work that I had always done, I didn't have any real insurance because there were always these crazy deductibles, and it was $200 a month, and then it had like a $5,000 deductible, which is fucking pointless for insurance. I mean, unless you've got some crazy thing, but for me, I never had an extra few $1,000s to spend on like an oral surgery, which is what I needed. So for that, a few years ago, my wisdom teeth had started to come in, and they didn't come in straight like they do for some people. They came in straight towards the front of my mouth, and they were impacting my teeth, making them all pressed together, and eventually that pressure built up until my teeth started to break. They started cracking and breaking, and that was painful. That sucked, but it took a long time for that to turn into anything. And I wasn't so worried about it because it wasn't like all of my teeth, and I didn't have insurance. There wasn't a whole lot that I could do about it at the time anyway. So I just kind of kept working and kept doing what I was doing until I met Caitlin. Around the time that me and Caitlin got together, she started pointing out to me that some of the symptoms that I was having from having these broken teeth were not normal. They had become kind of an everyday life thing for me. So I never thought anything of it. But the truth was that I was having pretty much constant fevers, nothing high, like 99, 100, 101, pretty much every day. I hadn't ever noticed it. Shortly after that, the problem compounded 10 times worse. Um, I still didn't have insurance. I was I was really trying to figure out what I was going to do about this because I was obviously having problems. They just weren't bad yet. But then they got bad. The fevers went up to 103, 104, and they were more frequent. And eventually, I started. I don't know how to explain it. It's like shivers, but it's so much more than shivering. It was almost like I was having a seizure. I was shaking so hard. And I would have to lay down and cover up, and I would be so cold, just so fucking cold, until eventually I'd get real sick to my stomach and I would throw up, and then the fever would go away. So that was the beginning of that. That's when I really started going to the doctor, getting more antibiotics, talking to oral surgeons. I got insurance throughout that time. Um, so that was really what I needed. I got insurance, so I started contacting everyone, every oral surgeon, everybody that I could contact, trying to figure this out. Through that time, I got an appointment scheduled to get it taken care of, or to start getting it taken care of. And while I was waiting on that, I got, I started having these purple spots show up on my legs. And I kind of kept it to myself at first because I didn't know what it was. I knew that I was getting ready to get my problems fixed, so I didn't want to freak anybody out. I kind of kept it to myself. Eventually, someone saw them, and then that was another doctor trip. It turns out that it was sepsis. I was beginning to go septic from having infections for so long and taking antibiotics for so long. Basically, I was beginning to go septic, and it was turning my legs purple. It's very, very bad. I was on the verge of septic shock. Nobody really knows how much damage the whole infection period did to my heart. It seems fine, though. Everything seems great. But, I mean, the issue is there was lots of damage that was done to my body through the infection. Eventually, I got into the oral surgeon. We got it all taken care of. So I'm right. I'm good. I'm good from there, right? I'm great. Got the problem taken care of. We're all set. Wrong. What I didn't know was that all of the damage that had been done to my body over the time that I had the infection was going to take years to be repaired. I actually got worse for a few weeks after I had the surgeries and stuff. I thought I was going to be better, but it actually got worse, and then it got better a little bit. So all of this damage that I had done had degraded, me. I had been inactive because I had been sick, and that had degraded, my energy and my activity. I was less me in basically every way. So this is around the time when, if you've been following, that I would start kind of trying to make an upload schedule, but I can never stick to it. It wasn't that I was lying or kind of half in, half out. It was that I genuinely wanted to make videos again. I was all in it. I loved it when I was able to, and I wanted to do a schedule, but I was just physically unable. I would try, but it just never would work out. I couldn't keep myself in a place where I could do that every day. So after a few attempts at it, I decided to just take a break, start going to get myself taken care of, and get back to where I was. And that kind of leads us to where we're at now. I've been working. I'm back to work. I've been going to the gym. I've got my energy back. I'm productive more days than not. I'm in a much better place now. It's taken a long time, and God, I wish I could have been here with you guys the whole way. And if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. I know I'm not a big channel, but I also know that I had people that liked watching me, and we were like friends, and I love talking to you guys. And I've never not been here because I didn't want to be. It's always been some real problem that sucked. So if you're still here, then thank you. But that has what uh, has been going on with me, and why I was gone for the time that I have. I want you guys to know now that I am in a much better place. I'm not sick anymore, and I do plan on and want to have a regular uploading schedule now, and I'm capable of doing it. So I'm definitely here to stay. So let's talk about what's going to happen now. If we again go all the way back to the beginning of my channel, you guys will note that I was a Call of Duty channel. I made a lot daily. I made daily Call of Duty videos. And at the time, I fucking loved that game. I still don't hate it. It's just I got really tired of it. I played in Call of Duty 4, and then I kind of stopped, and I really picked it back up around the first Black Ops. That's when I started making YouTube videos. It was something that I really loved to do at the time, and it was really easy to make content for that. The entire genre of games that I play has changed a lot. Kitty. It's changed a lot over the last few years. I still may play Call of Duty. I actually just got an Xbox One. I've been on PC for a couple years or so, but I just bought an Xbox One, and I don't know. I may throw back to some Call of Duty videos, but that's not the intention. I actually wanted to talk to you guys about SMITE. SMITE is it's a MOBA, and don't let that turn you off, because I wanted to talk about something. That's actually the reason I'm showing SMITE gameplay on this video. If you remember, if you were around back when I was making videos, whether you watched me or not, if you were around at that time, then you will know that people were always talking about a Call of Duty killer. I don't think this is a Call of Duty killer, but I want to bring that up because a lot of the skills that you have from playing Call of Duty really translate over to SMITE really well. So it's a MOBA, but it's not top down. You've got direct third-person control of your character, and it's got strategy and skill shots, and it's really easy to transition to if you've played Call of Duty. It's free. It's on Xbox. It's on PS3 or PS4. I'm sorry, and Xbox One and PC. So that's where it's at. It's totally free to play, and I really think if you like Call of Duty, if you like first-person shooters, and you want to try something that is more strategic, but still allows you to have those skill shots and be able to outplay and fucking body people, then SMITE is something that you want to check out. If you check it out, give it a few levels. It's gonna be tough at first. It's a MOBA. There is a lot more strategic gameplay in it than something like Call of Duty. You've got to really play with teamwork and learn abilities and everything else. But I'm telling you, your skills from Call of Duty will transfer over. You can play something like the Hunter class, which would be just like third-person shooter. It's really fun if you've played shooters before, and I made the transfer over to it really easily. Actually, if you remember an old Call of Duty YouTuber, MLC Stealth, he's actually a pro SMITE player now. You really do move over from shooters to Smite very easily. And like I said, it's free. Give it a shot. I've got a referral code, but I don't care if you use it. I'll throw it in the description. If you want to use it, if you want to use it, you can. If not, that's fine. I want you guys to check this game out and add me on Xbox. I've always added you guys. It's just JMemorX, no spaces or anything. You just add me on Xbox and I'll work with you. I'll get you going a little bit quicker. But that's what I wanted to talk about as far as the game that's showing. So for the future, I'm gonna be making a lot of Smite content. I may go back and make some Call of Duty stuff. One thing that a lot of people have been wanting was more Cabela's for some reason. I mean, okay, so I'm from Kentucky, and I like guns, but I don't know dick about hunting. I don't. But for some reason, people really fucking enjoy watching me play Cabela's. So I'm probably gonna start some new Cabela's videos. And see how that goes, and then probably some Hearthstone stuff. I don't know. I love playing Hearthstone. I don't know if it's the best thing for me to make videos of. And then from there, I'm just wanting to check out some other games, and it'll be PC and Xbox One. And that's what's going to be for now. I don't know exactly what my schedule is going to be. I just know that I'm going to upload regularly, and that's it for now. But I am working it all out. If you want, I'm going to be streaming also. Twitch.tv/JMemorX. Get over there and follow. And as soon as I go live, I play Smite on Xbox and stream it pretty much almost every day. So get over to twitch.tv/JMemorX and follow there, and it'll let you know whenever I go live. And like I said, just get on Xbox and throw me a friend request, and we'll play some things. But for now, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to let you guys know all of that before I went back into just making videos like nothing ever happened. I wanted to have a real discussion about where things have been and where they're going. But that's going to be it for now. And again, if you guys have been here this whole time, I really appreciate you. Thank you. And I will see you guys next time.